The goal is to give people hope that there is a path to a fully sustainable global economy, that we are on that path, that we are accelerating that path, and that so long as we don't get complacent about it, it will happen.
This was really the beginning of the end of the Tesla bubble. I actually think the company could go bust.
Tesla's Model Y is the world's best-selling car, beating out Toyota's RAV4 and its Corolla model.
Regarding FSD version 12, it's profound. The rate of improvement is rapid. It might be the biggest asset value appreciation in history when you can do unsupervised full self-driving.
I mean, it just sounds like a story stock, autonomous taxiing. Can you really balance your checkbook with, sort of pie in the sky predictions like that?
If you ask the wrong question, the right answer is impossible.
My prediction is that a majority of Tesla's long-term value will be Optimus. And that prediction I'm very confident of. It's very rare a product comes along that is seemingly impossible, that experts said would never be made. And this is one of those times. Finally, the future will look like the future. People say, like, why'd you make it bulletproof? I'm like, why not?
Yeah. Energy storage deployments, the Megapack in particular, reached an all-time high in Q1, leading to record profitability for the energy business.
This is the machine that builds the machine, and the factory is the product. And this building is the most advanced car factory that Earth has ever seen.
If you value Tesla as an auto company, it's just the wrong framework. If somebody doesn't believe Tesla's going to solve autonomy, I think they should not be an investor in the company. But we will, and we are.
We're embarking on our next phase of growth, and it's imperative that our legal home is one that supports our mission and our big plans for the future. It's also important that Elon is aligned and motivated to create extraordinary value, as he has done for more than 6 years. This is the same pay package that we as a board stood behind and stockholders approved more than 6 years ago, and we stand behind it today. We believed in that pay package in 2018 as we asked Elon to pursue remarkable goals to grow the company. You as stockholders also believed in it in 2018 when you overwhelmingly approved it. And Elon worked for more than 6 years believing that this was the bargain. Time and results have only shown the wisdom of our collective judgment. As importantly, we believe Tesla should fulfill its commitment to Elon as a matter of fair dealing. You have the chance to help us make good on our promise, advance our mission, and continue to grow stockholder value. We urge you to vote now on both the ratification and redomestication proposals to ensure that your voice is heard. More than 6 years ago, in 2018, Tesla made a deal with Elon, and you, our shareholders, actually approved that deal overwhelmingly. The targets outlined in the 2018 award were so ambitious that critics scoffed at calling them impossible. If he failed to achieve any of these targets, he would achieve nothing. He would absolutely have received no compensation. But Elon didn't fail. He led Tesla to achieve those targets in half the allotted time, roughly 5 years. And his success is shared by all of you, the owners of the company. Earlier this year, a Delaware court stepped in and substituted its judgment for the judgment of both stockholders and Tesla's board. The court sided with the plaintiff who, when he sued, owned just 9 shares of Tesla stock, and he ordered the rescission of the award. In the weeks that followed, we formed an independent special committee which enlisted the help of independent outside counsel and advisors to thoroughly evaluate alternatives, including the ratification of the 2018 award. The special committee recognised that if in 2018 award is not ratified, then Tesla may need to negotiate a replacement compensation plan with Elon in order to motivate him to devote his time, energy and efforts to Tesla. This would take substantial time and would be very costly. It's estimated that a functionally equivalent grant of a new option could result in an accounting charge of more than $25 billion, compared to the $2.3 billion charge that we originally recognised for the 2018 award. The special committee determined that ratification is in the best interests of the company and of all its shareholders. Furthermore, we believe a deal is a deal and that your voice as stockholders should matter. We believe Elon should be rewarded, and as we agreed, he would be, for the incredible company that he's helped to build and incredible value that he has created.
Even though the majority of our directors are independent, we knew that the Delaware court's opinion and the intense public scrutiny on this matter required a rigorous assessment of these two proposals through a thoroughly independent process. We therefore created an independent special committee out of an abundance of caution. The board resolved not to take any action with respect to redomestication or ratification without the special committee's recommendation, which came only after the special committee had the opportunity to conduct a thorough process, carefully study both issues, and determine whether each was in the best interest of our stockholders. I am an independent director who joined the Tesla board in late 2018. I served on 5 public company boards during my career. I understand my fiduciary responsibility to stockholders, and I take this responsibility seriously. I was aided by multiple independent advisors, including a top corporate law firm, Delaware legal counsel, a corporate law and governance expert who is a professor at one of the country's leading law schools, and an investment bank, all of which I selected, none of which have any meaningful ties to Tesla or Elon. I conducted a rigorous process, working hundreds of hours over 8 weeks. My independent advisors collectively worked over 4,000 hours over 8 weeks. I met regularly with my independent advisors, reviewed expert reports, legal decisions, letters from stockholders, and academic articles, and spoke with other directors and executives. I painstakingly analyzed a variety of alternatives to these proposals and their associated costs and benefits for stockholders. I was fully empowered to determine whether redomestication in Texas and ratification of the award were in the best interest of stockholders. Importantly, I had full and complete authority to decline to recommend any action on either issue or recommend any alternative action. After extensive analysis, it was clear that redomesticating in Texas and ratifying the 2018 award were in the best interests of the company and all of its stockholders. I presented a detailed report to the board, which is in the interest of full transparency. We made public, and you can read in our proxy statement. The board is following my recommendation, and I encourage you to vote for both of these proposals.
In 2018, the independent members of the board, led by the Compensation Committee, set out to design a performance award with a key focus: extraordinary stockholder alignment. The board undertook more than 6 months of careful analysis, working closely with Compensia, a leading independent compensation consultant. And the result of the process was an award with the ultimate pay-for-performance alignment.
Texas is Tesla's home. Our global headquarters and our future are in Texas. Making Texas our legal home is the logical evolution for the company. Over the past several years, we've moved our primary U.S. manufacturing operations, our colleagues, our headquarters, and our executive team to Texas. It's natural to align our state of incorporation with our operational footprint and our values. Texas also allows us to advance our mission. Texas law allows directors to consider the company's mission, supporting further innovation and helping us to achieve our ambitious goals. One thing is very clear to us now. Delaware is the conventional and traditional home for incorporation. But Tesla does things differently. Texas embraces that spirit and is the right place for us. Texas has a highly defined legal regime, which we believe provides certainty for those innovative and highly impactful business decisions. And Texas law also affords shareholders substantially equivalent rights to Delaware. And redomestication is not expected to have any impact on Tesla's market value or those rights. Everything is bigger in Texas. Being in Texas enables us to dream bigger for the future and for all of you.
The award only has any value in the event of tremendous value creation for Tesla stockholders. Put simply, if significant returns for stockholders were traded, the award would vest in exceptional value. If the targets under the award were not met, the award would have zero value. The award totally focuses on long-term shareholder appreciation and incentive. And the award required a CEO sign up to getting no compensation unless value was delivered. The award also had a retention feature that focused on value years after the targets were achieved. This last point is super important. Specifically, the design of the award requires that any shares acquired through the exercise of the stock options from the award be held for an additional 5 years, not just after the options vest, but 5 more years after the options are exercised. To date, none of the options have even been exercised. So this award not only required delivery of remarkable results for the award to vest, but also is structured to drive value for stockholders long past the receipt of the award. But philosophically, other boards often design performance rewards around guaranteed compensation for their execs and CEOs, usually in the form of high salaries, large bonuses, and golden parachutes that pay out massive sums independent of performance. Instead, the Tesla board structured an award that guaranteed nothing unless certain performance targets were met. This board structured an award that is entirely based on performance and ultimately stockholder value creation. And the award worked, creating extraordinary value for the stockholders. Revenue grew from approximately $11.8 billion to almost $100 billion. Tesla went from a $2.2 billion net loss to a $15 billion net profit. And the market cap of Tesla increased by $735 billion from March 2018 until the end of 2023. In fact, there were few companies that outperformed Tesla during this period. And it's critically important to have some context here. Where we were at the time the award was designed, and at the time that stockholders voted to approve it. For some context, first in 2018, when the award was designed and approved, Ford's market cap was about $48 billion, and GM's approximately $55 billion. This Tesla award was designed to require $50 billion increments in market cap appreciation. Well, in essence, the award required the equivalent of the creation of more than another Ford and almost another GM in market cap appreciation for each of the milestones. That is, every milestone itself required Tesla to appreciate more than another Ford and almost another GM in market cap. And second, for context, at the time, Tesla was among the most shorted stock in this. There were so many betting against Tesla to succeed at all. They weren't just betting that this award would have no value. They were betting the stock would lose value. That's not what happened. Instead, Tesla succeeded, and stockholders were rewarded, indeed with extraordinary shareholder value and appreciation on their holdings.
In striking down Elon's pay package, the Delaware court criticized the 2018 disclosures regarding that package and opined that stockholders were not sufficiently informed about the pay package when it was approved and voted on in 2018. We believe that a new stockholder vote takes that argument off the table. Shareholders now have the opportunity to vote again on the 2018 award, with not only complete disclosure of everything that the Delaware court ruled was not sufficiently disclosed then, but also everything Elon and the company have achieved since.